Everybody, welcome in. Happy Friyay. It is almost 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Just picked up my son from school. Now he's going to his friend's house. It's a beautiful day in Indiana. Hopefully everything's going well on your neck of the woods. Yeah, that's what's up. What's been going on over here? Been listing a lot, taking a lot of pictures. Telling you right now that Nifty AI is like for real. Crazy. I'm not here just to pitch it. I'm just saying, you're rewatching this. You're not using, if you have Nifty, you're not using the AI, you need to look into it. It's one of those retail arbitrage items. I'm not going to talk too much about the retail arbitrage items, but this little Poshmark for $11 is just right here. So I'm going to get it. What's up, Central California? What is up? I don't get many Cali people in because I usually go live in the morning. So it's good to see you. So good to see you. How's it going out there? How's sales going, everybody? One more day of February. Promise you, if you have spring and summer stuff up or you're listing it, you're going to start seeing a big change in March. You're going to see sales ramp up. If you have not been through a selling season of March and April, you're going to see an increase in sales. So I've been listing over the past 2 days, 3 days, only short sleeve, only shorts. The only exception are like rain jackets, or if it's a sport that is in season, I will list those things. I'm not listing any jackets right now. I am listing some jeans. No pants, no jackets, nothing like that. No sweaters, nothing like that. Miami, what's up, Miami? Look, we have Miami in the house and California in the house. Two big, beautiful states. All right. Let's get on to eBay sales. Have some eBay sales come in. I'll show you what I sold. And I'll show you how much they sold for. And I'll tell you if they're a Nifty sale. This first sale is a Nifty sale. These are kind of unique, these pants right here. These pants right here are kind of like, I think I put military in the, I put utility. Maybe I should have put military, but see how these have the little button right there? You can make them a little bigger, and they have the square pockets, and then the front they have kind of like that reinforced pocket. So these are just baggy military pants. You would never guess this brand. This brand is Polo Sport. So it's not like a Screams Polo Ralph Lauren. If these were Polo Ralph Lauren, they would have gone for a lot more. They sold for $31. Make sure it's going to Dennis. $31.50 Nifty offer. Those sold within just a week. Kansas City, Missouri. What's up, Kansas City? Late. I know I'm late today. My bad. What's up, Nashville? So we had Nashville right in between. Nashville in between. Another great city. Bainbridge Island, Washington. What's up, Washington? We have all the West Coasters today. Thank you for the great kids merch. My daughter, love them all. Hey, appreciate you. Yes. I'm going to have another big kids show in a week from Sunday. Sunday, I have a golf show. And then if you guys are looking, you know, like those are steals. I'm not just saying that. Like my wife would tell you, those are steals. But yeah, I have another big kids show a week from Sunday. And everything starts at $5. And it's all Nike and Under Armour. All new with tags. What's up, Lucky Jensen? Watching from Chris at Peak State. Is it your state or Chris at Peak? I guess it's Peak State, North Carolina. What's up, North Carolina? Oh, there. How have your eBay sales been since you dropped the promotion rate? Notice any difference? Tracy, my drop promotion rate lasted about not even a week. I put it back up to 9%. These sold via Nifty offer and promoted. This next sale, some more of these shorts. I'm telling you guys, I'm selling these shorts all the time. So if you have a chance to get retail arbitrage stuff really cheap, list one, quantity of 100. It's just, to me, it's worth it. These sold via promoted listing and the Nifty offer at $13.50. I don't list anything at $13.50. Thinking about doing a whatnot, I was wondering, do you preload every item? It seems like some people do and others don't. What's up, South Dakota, Stacy? That's a really good question. Let's take a second to talk about it. Let me make sure those are large, for one. These large? Yeah, they're large. Just double checking. Okay. So when I first started Whatnot, my Whatnots have always been, other since these new with tags Whatnots, have always been women's clothing Whatnots because I don't like listing them online. So you guys know, anytime I find used or new women's clothing, I list them on, I do a Whatnot with them. Usually about 70 to 100 items. When I first started, I would say my first 3 shows, I preloaded them with one picture. So item 1, Lily Pulitzer size 10 shorts. Item 2, Veronica Beard jeans. Item 3, Lafayette 148 size large silk shirt. Item 4, whatever, Farm Rio. I pictured them and I had them in order. So that's what I did. And if you want, you can, if someone requests, you can get in your app and run that one particular item. It also gives a chance for people to pre-bid if they want. So it gives a chance for people to pre-bid, which is nice if you preload it. But that's what I did when I first did a Whatnot. It made things a little smoother for me during the show and for shipping. So that's what I did. I would say the first 3 or 4 shows, I've only probably done less than 15 shows total, I'd say, maybe. And then after that, I started doing random polls with the numbers. So I would pull a Lululemon pair of pants, show it, put the number, it's number 6. So later on, when you're shipping number 6, you get the tag, it's these Lululemon pants. You can do random polls. So I started doing that. That's pretty easy. But I also know the interface of Whatnot a little bit better. And then for my new tags, I do random polls and I have little stickers that I put on. The stickers stick to the tags, the new tags items. The stickers that I have do not stick well to regular items. So if you're going to use stickers on clothing and the stickers start falling off, you're going to give yourself a headache and spend a ton of time trying to figure out shipping. What is your eBay Depop? My eBay Depop, everything of mine is Surf's Up Finds. Actually, my Depop is Surf's Finds because I got kicked off about a year and a half ago and I had to make a new account. So everything of mine is Surf's Up Finds, my website, Depop, Whatnot, everything, Surf's Up Finds. So you can find me anywhere. All my social medias, everything. Good afternoon. How's it going? What's up, Richie French? It's going well. It's going well. It's nice outside. I was just telling people early on, I'll tell people again, I'm listing all spring and summer now. That's where my focus is. And yeah, you might see as we go along, I mean, you're going to see a mixture, but we're going to have a lot more spring and summer stuff starting to sell, and that's what I'm listing. These are a pair of Roan pants. I've seen these on the racks so many times, not on new carts, on racks, where I think people just don't know what they are because it doesn't say the name. You have to look down at the interior pocket to figure out what they are. R-O or R-H-O-N-E. Not the best. Not what they used to be, I guess I should say. They still sold for $22.50. Another Nifty sale. Again, if you're contemplating Nifty, I would never. I recommend investing in your business. Period. No matter it be Nifty, no matter it be an eBay store, no matter whatever it is, invest in your business if it's going to make you more money. So as always, you go to surfsupfinds.com and try Nifty for free. But you're going to hear me talk about it, different sales. Thanks for the help. Hey, did I help? What'd I do to help? Oh, for the Whatnot. My bad. Yeah. So I would start with the preload. I think that will make it easier for you. And then, like you won't lose track of numbers because during the show, your mind's going to be on the chat. It's going to be what's running. It's going to be everywhere, right? So then you're not going to lose track of like, oh, am I behind the number? Am I not? If you preload your show, you know exactly what you're running. The picture will be there when you run the item. And you'll be able to stop and breathe if you need to. Brooks Brothers shirt. This one does not have a logo. Remember how I talk about I've been getting them with logos? This one does not have a logo, and I'm glad this sold because I just picked up another like it. So this is a gingham check, a little bit larger gingham check. It does have the letter size, so an extra large. It sold for $19.99. $19.99 for that. Hi, Brad and followers. Have a good weekend. Look at Mom. Mom just came over. My mom was just over here saying hello. Hi, Mom. So I said I had to take something to the kids' school and then pick up JMO, which I did. And then I said, JMO, go outside and play. So he's at a friend's, which is good. Try to get those kids outside as much as possible around my house. All right, so Brooks Brothers. I mean, if you can get Brooks Brothers shirts with, I always make sure they just don't have neck sweat or armpit sweat or stains or anything. If they're in good condition, pretty much all button shirts, if you take good pictures, will sell for like $15 to $22, I feel like. So if you can get them cheap enough and it fits your business model, that's where we're at. Another pair of these shorts. These are 2XL in navy blue. Sold them for $14.99 via promoted listing. So that's also good, positive. Let's see what we have here. Have these different size bags. But yeah, let me know how your guys' sales are going. Poshmark, I sold 10 things on Poshmark, which is great. eBay's been okay. But yeah. And look at this. I actually have a lot more to do. I'm going to send you guys over here. Look at all these I have ready, too. For my drafts. Look at these drafts. I have a decent amount of drafts. These are so easy to do. And then here, I'll just do one now. So, here we go. Butterclaw, I don't even know. Look, this read that it was a men's metal tech vent. Space dye, black space dye. Who would have, the AI read that. I would have never figured out that that's black space dye. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is put the price in. Usually these polos I do like about $21.99. I already have my preset set, so it's going to be one. And then the only thing I do over here is put it in my store. Casual shirts. Short sleeve, that is. And a list. So easy. Boom. I go to my drafts, and you can see it that it is generating. But yeah, I got drafts, and then I have a ton more pictures to put in my draft. So I'm excited. I'm excited about that. What's up, Amanda? Amanda, are you at my sourcing this weekend or taking it easy? Amanda, I think I obviously I follow you, but are you going on another weekend trip around? Are you staying in the state though, Michigan? I think Monday we're supposed to get some snow, but I think you guys are probably all right. Me, you know me. We talk. I got these kids. Got these kids holding me down. No, we have a soccer game tomorrow. I'll do some. I do work. I work all the time. So like if I have some downtime tomorrow or Sunday, what I really need to do is clean shoes. I need to clean shoes, take pictures of shoes, and I have a huge one not show Sunday night. So that's what's up over here. I know you're probably hitting all. Look, staying in state, leaving Tuesday. Okay, leaving Tuesday. Yeah, you're lucky. But I will say, I am allowed. I'm allowed. I do ask. I ask for permission. I do like Shelby. Like Shelby, can I go to Chicago next Tuesday and Wednesday? We'll look at the schedule. Sure. So I'll go with Bearded for an overnight in the city. We'll thrift from morning to night, and then from morning until night the next day. So 2 full days. But I think the next thrift trip is going to be here in Indy where he'll come down. We'll thrift 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. I have several Brooks Brothers polos, new with tag. Can't get a bite on them. I bought them new with tag for a steal. I would say make sure your pictures are okay. Let's look at the picture. Let's see. Inventory sold. Where's sold? Wasn't sold like right here? I don't even know. Is there an inventory manager now? I heard there's like an inventory manager. Anywho, listed, sold. Okay. So you're gonna see me talk about all these. Brooks Brothers. I don't know. Let's go over to eBay and look real quick. eBay. Sell. Orders. Paid and shipped. Brooks shirt. I would just make sure you have a good picture. Like the one I just did is this one right here. So I would just make sure you have a good picture, cover photo. So I don't know. I'm sold for $19.99. This one sold for $19.99. $25.20 for this one. At $18, those were Nifty offers. $21.99. Nifty offer on that one too. So I don't know. Happy Friday. What's up, Heather? Happy Friday. K-Way, can you stop smiling? It's creeping me out. K-Way, did you guys all watch K-Way on eBay's live? I watched them. I try not to get in the chat and do my normal banter because, you know, trying to press eBay, want the thing to go smoothly. I thought it went well. I thought it all went well. I think him having a mic was a game changer too, because the lawnmower, his neighbor started the lawnmower and different sounds, and you couldn't tell because he had a mic. So that was good. So congratulations, K-Way, with your first eBay live under your belt. Obviously, we'll talk later. I have clear and tons of pictures of the Brooks Brothers. I don't know. The only thing I can think of is price, promotion, and picture. Price, promotion, and picture. Yard sale season coming up in Nashville. I know, especially today. I know you have the similar weather to me today. It feels like yard sale weather today. Good afternoon. Tuition saying, good job, K-Way, with your eBay. All right. Polo Ralph Lauren. This came from that bulk buy the other day. There's wifey. I better answer it. Yes, ma'am. I'm doing a live. He went over to Paxton's. Bye. All right. This came with that bulk buy I did. So I'm just trying to recoup that $500. That's going to be, I just want to recoup that money. It was a bad bulk buy. Should have went more thoroughly through the clothing. But there's $30 right there that I got back. So $30 right there. Like I said, I'll write off as a loss if it comes down to it as well. I'll just keep track of that in my notes. And then another Polo Ralph Lauren. Another Polo Ralph Lauren. Oh, it's red. There's the red. Oh, it's beautiful. It's just a couple weeks too late for Valentine's Day. But red's just such a great color. In fact, I just took a picture. Let me show you guys. These are a bolo, in my opinion. These always sell for me, so look out for me selling this real soon. This was a long sleeve. I know I said I'm not listing long sleeves, but this is a Levi's metal button shirt. These are denim. So this is a denim shirt, red. These always sell well for me, pretty well for me, around the mid 20, low 20s range. So Polo Ralph Lauren shirt, it sold for $21.99. The going price. You're on. I know, Ralph Black. It's middle of the afternoon. Good afternoon, everybody, if I didn't see your comment. Yeah, so the reason I got to get this stuff shipped out, if you guys know, Amanda's in here. Tuition Ain't Cheap. Tuition Ain't Cheap's in here. K-Way's in here. You know, if you do a big one-night show, like, you don't want more to ship. So I got to ship all this stuff out. I want to take it over today. So I don't have all of it plus whatnot stuff. Figs. Audra and I were she literally texted me the same day. I swear it's like eBay reads, the AI reads it or something. She said, do you pick up figs anymore? And I'm like, I do, mostly just the pants. And I swear to God, these sold the same day. So figs, you're going to find on the inside. I mostly just pick up the pants. Sometimes I pick up the shirts. The joggers do really well. These sold for $18, so Nifty sent out an offer on those. Probably listed them for $20.99. Mercari has been hitting for me lately. Lately, buyers must be there on discounted shipping rates. Ooh, let's go. Mercari, I have had some sales. I didn't have sales the last day, but yeah, Mercari, I have had more sales over the past week on Mercari, which is like 3 sales, but good. That's why we diversify where we list our items, right? so we can get those Mercari buyers too. Sandy, what's up? I sell them on Whatnot. What these Levi's denim tuition, the Levi's denim shirts on Whatnot. Those denim shirts do so well. Any Levi's denim shirts I pick up, pearl snap or metal button. Another retail arbitrage item. Got this stuff for so cheap. Oh my gosh, it's ridiculous. There's just a million of them. And I knew that all the stores around had a million of them because the people I talked to said, oh, we have a million of them. So I picked them up anyways. They'll just slowly sell and pay for dinner throughout the week. Are there any type of good, excellent, non-vintage Levi's, a good buy at $4 to $6? Yes. I think for $5, 560s are pretty good. I guess you said non-vintage. But I think like $19.99, if you're cool with listing Levi's at $18.99 to $19.99, so right under $20, you can get a lot of sales. Blackwash 501s, any 501s should do well at that. 517s. Yeah, $5 is a great price point for Levi's. Mine are $8, so I can't list for under $20. I'm telling you, $18.99 to $19.99. You can even filter the sell-through rate. It's crazy. Let's do that real quick. Sales are picking up. We are listing 17 a day and selling 17 a day. That's 100% sell-through rate. That's what I call you picking up good items and doing the right thing. That's awesome. What's up, Dora? Happy Friday. Friyay. I'm headed to Indiana from Texas tomorrow. I heard snow's forecast for Sunday. Yeah, I'm sorry, Pocket. We get 60s today. What's the temperature outside right now? It's 59, and you're going to come into some snow. Sorry. Figs sell on Whatnot. Okay. So any Whatnotters out there, how much do they sell for usually? Shirts or pants? How they do? Because usually you get less. I sold those for 18. Maybe you get more. Picking up swim trunks yet? Yeah. What brands do you look out for? I pick up year-round everything. Every season, year-round. So if you're new to my channel, what's up? I pick up stuff year-round. But what I do is prioritize how I list my items pertaining to what time of the year it is. So I mentioned this the other day. I have a storage unit with totes in it. What I do right now, it's full of spring and summer. Now, anytime I'm thrifting and I pick up winter and fall, I'm putting them in totes, taking them over to the storage unit, bringing over my spring and summer, and I'm listing those. So every day I'm listing 20 items or however many I need to do a day. And right now, between now and August, I'm going to prioritize spring and summer first. If I get through all my spring and summer, then I'll list fall and winter at that point. But most of the time, I have enough stuff to list throughout the entire spring and summer. So that's how I do it. I set them up at a whole set. Oh, yeah. Sets for figs sell really well. The only thing, so this is for everybody. With figs, it's I don't know, maybe it's different for guys and girls, but I'll just, we're all adults in here. Some girls have bigger tops, right? Than bigger bottoms, or they have smaller tops and bigger bottoms, So I don't know, like I used to do I've done sets plenty too. So I don't know, but it looks like 25 to 35 for sets. That's the way to go. Do you take offers or list for exactly the amount you want? Angie, that's a great question. For items usually in the $20 range or less, I do exactly what I want. So I list it at the very competitively and I don't take offers. The only way it will sell cheaper is if Nifty sends out an offer. So here's a new brand to me. I just found it in late 2025. The brand's called Friyay for Milano. Friyay for Milano. I can just tell the quality was nice right away. The buttons were thick, nice quality. Sold for $29.99 on eBay via promoted listing. Carolyn, what's up? Hello there. VC, what's up, Hogan? Happy Friday. Sold some cycle shirts I listed last year. See? And people also ask me the question, I might get it in this live. Do I delist? Do I take down my winter items? No way. For that reason right there. So Ralph Black said he just sold some cycling jerseys I listed last year. Yeah, I'm having items. I'll show you one right now. This was a Poshmark sale, a bundle sale. I listed these shorts. These are Johnny O shorts, size 30. I listed these last year, and they just sold. So I don't delist them. I just leave them listed, and then the next season that comes around, they'll sell. I sold those with the Johnny O polo shirt. That's cotton, a cotton polo shirt. They put a whole fit together. Johnny O. So those two sold for $33 combined shipping. Sitting them out in this because of Poshmark. And I saw someone from eBay Open that I presented with, who's got a big following. She knows what she's doing. She said some of her people in her group, reseller group, said Poshmark reached out to them saying, we can't send you more stuff because we can tell you're not selling that much in your store. So I feel like Poshmark's starting to get on people a little bit. Double check your forecast. I'm in Ohio, and we were supposed to have snow Sunday night into Tuesday morning, and now it's gone. Yeah, I will check. I mean, let it snow, let it not snow. I just know it will be March by then, and we all know if you live in Ohio or Indiana, Illinois in March, you might get a snowstorm, but like a day or two later, it'll all be melted. So when you purchase items that are stored, how do you input the cost of goods? Do you keep prices on? That's a great question. So when I do my, I do average cost of goods for my items. I do average cost of goods. So all my items divided by my average cost of goods, about $5.25 per item. I sold mismatched sets. Tops, mediums, bottoms, small. There you go. Ooh, tops, mediums, bottoms, small. What does he look like? Just messing with y'all. I'm doing a swim show this weekend on Whatnot, men's and women's. Let's go, Dora. So swim show. Spring break for college are the first and second week of March. FYI, people. So get that stuff listed. But then you sell all of a sudden a sweater. So here's a Coogee style sweater. It's not Coogee. It sold for $42.99. These are like 36 hours worth of sales, by the way. This is going out in an eBay bag. Plus, I sold that dirty Xbox controller. I won as a buyer giveaway on Whatnot on eBay. 72 hours for $45. Look at you. That's funny. So, Dora, I was actually watching two people on Whatnot today just do a Q&A to help other people. It was Renzi. If you guys don't know Renzi, great person to follow, lots of energy on Whatnot. And it was also Flip the World. And they were talking about Whatnot giveaways and how people will leave bad reviews on giveaways. And that's an example. You get a giveaway and it's an Xbox controller, but it's all nasty. Yeah. What do you think I should do after using all my free item listings on eBay? Listen, if you're using all your free item listings on eBay, remember, every time your items renew on eBay, it's also using those. If you're already to the point where you're starting to pay for listings, you need to look into getting a store. You need to look into getting an eBay store. We'll get one in April in Michigan. I hope you don't, because I know up there with the apple orchards and stuff, if you guys get a hard freeze, it's going to ruin the apples. What's going on? You woke up late. I know, Chemo. What's up, Chemo? Chemo, South Texas resale is what you're going to look for on Whatnot, but another person to look out on Whatnot. I know we had some Whatnot questions earlier, people wanting to start. Yeah, South Chemo, South Texas resale on Whatnot. Okay, territory ahead. Again, I only buy these shirts. If you guys saw one of my videos, I talked about I only buy territory ahead shirts if they're just a crazy print. Territory ahead. When I first started reselling 10 years ago, I pick up most territory ahead. Now I only buy crazy print shirts. Most of the time they're like a tribal or Aztec print. I don't know how they would do on Whatnot or whatever, but on eBay they sell for me $18.99, so right around that $20 mark for this guy. Let's see. He doesn't look like you. You have big bottoms. That's a big junk truck. Yeah, listen. I know he doesn't look like me. I have big butt. I inherited that from my mom. Okay, it's true. And my wife says she likes my butt. I don't understand. It's why do girls like butts? I don't get it. We don't need to get into it. I mean, I would if you guys want to talk about it, but I'm just saying, I don't get it. Poshmark returned a pair of jeans to me. Buyer stated measurements were wrong. When I got the jeans back, I sent Poshmark additional photos proving my measurements were correct, and they paid me. Let's go. Poshmark, in my opinion, has superior customer service for sellers over eBay. Their customer service for sellers is better than eBay's, in my opinion. They put their sellers on a pedestal. I feel like eBay puts their buyers on a pedestal. Did I get a new truck? No, I didn't. But today I did get my Tesla back. And they deemed it not my fault, which I knew because I ChatGPT'd it. Again, I was in a parking lot. Look at this. Look at this. I have two cars. Okay. So this car pulled in and I pulled in like this. And right when I was pulling in, they opened this door. So I pulled in, they opened the door, and I hit their door like that. Boom. And it completely broke my bumper, the front lights, the fog lights, all that stuff. And here in Indiana, if you are parked, you have to be aware of your surroundings before you open a door. So I had the right of way, according to ChatGPT, and the insurance company agreed. So wasn't my fault. My rates aren't going up, and they're going to fight for my deductible back. But I got my Tesla back. If you guys even care, but I do. I like having that car. I did not like paying $50 to fill up my rental car that I had. $50, I had to fill it up. It hurt. It made me forget how much I appreciate charging my car at home. We get every year all snow. It'll snow on Easter sometimes. Boo that. Boo that. I do love the snow, and I do love in Michigan how you guys have the pine trees and stuff, but yeah, I don't like it when it gets a hard freeze up there because then it affects us, the apples. We like those apples. 2070 for Polo Ralph Lauren Gingham check. That's obviously a Nifty offer. You see how a lot of these are Nifty offer sales. 2070. So this was listed at $22.99, and it sold for $20.70. 100% Poshmark support is amazing. Yep, I think they have great support. Agreed. Well, Wayne said you bought the truck. No, I did not buy the truck. I did not buy the truck yet. There's no truck in my parking in my my driveway. I care. I know the pain. I know the pain. Let's see. Anyone else in here? I mean, we're all resellers, but like I know Tuition does whatnot shows. We talk about it. It's good for all of us to talk about not just reselling on eBay, how much I'm selling this stuff for. You guys might do women's clothing, but we talked about figs, whatnot stuff. Tuition sells now on whatnot. And we've had some conversations lately about like the time of day, figuring out the right time slots, all that sort of thing. My brother has a truck. Are you getting it? Yeah, I want to. Yep. $21.99 for this Polo Ralph Lauren shirt too. Green, $21.99. Real question, LOL. Uh-oh. Do we have to be real in here? No, I'm just kidding. Can I tell you guys something else that's good news? There's a truck in his garage. Yeah, I do have a truck in my garage. I do have the surf truck. I do have the surf truck in the garage. But what was I going to say? What was I going to say? Something about being real. I don't remember. That's where my scroll brain goes. Let me get this one out, and then I'll answer the real question. And then the next one's another Polo Ralph Lauren shirt. I've sold a lot of Polo Ralph Lauren shirts. $20 bucks. Just sold something else. Bonobos quarter zip sweater. $29.70. Another Nifty offer. So we're going sweaters, long sleeve, shorts, everything. Let's go. I'm excited. See, when I start listing a lot of stuff and start seeing those sales come through, it makes me want to take more pictures and list more items. Seriously. I know that sounds obvious or stupid, but like today, I mean, I'll show you right now. Right before I picked up my son, look at this. All I did was take photos. I just sat down here and took photos because I took those photos of those Lily Pulitzers last night. I listed them this morning. In bed last night, I drafted them into Nifty real quick, and then this morning I woke up and listed them all while my kids were getting ready for school, and I've sold 4 pair. So I'm like all about listing. All right, now, Zora, let's get into the real question before we do Poshmark. I know you put most items in poly mailers, but do you put nylon track jackets and puffy coats in boxes or bags? I'm always worried that thin fabric gets damaged in transit. That's a really good question. Puffy coats, I always put in boxes. To be honest, I don't remember the last time I sold a nylon jacket as I look up at that. Puffy jackets, down jackets, I always put in a bag and then I put it in a box because of that. Just a small little rip or something could tear that fabric, and I'm with you on that. So I always put those in a box, down jackets. I've decided to go to the Whatnot Seller Summit so I can see what's in store with the platform and the time slot thing too. Yeah, so if you guys didn't know, here you go. Peeling tags right now so I can get them listed. Yup. That's what we do. Well, you're about to go on a trip too. So, you know, like I got to get my stuff listed. So while I'm on my trip, I can see my sales come in. That's the best feeling right there. But yeah, Whatnot has a seller summit, guys. I think it's in Austin, Texas. I don't know. I know Renzi, who I was watching today with Flip the World. I know he's going to the summit and speaking, I think, which he'll be a great speaker, presenter. Amanda, you bought one of these. Good hat. Sold one of these for $15. I'm going to have these for sale on my Whatnot show. Hopefully I sell more. I have so many of them. But they'll just sell throughout the summer again. Summer is just, if you're newer and you've never done spring and summer, if you're selling men's clothing, usually it's a lot more items, but a less ASP. Less ASP. There that goes. So we're doing Poshmark now. Poshmark. Get these up here. And we'll talk about it. So these didn't sell really well during my Whatnot show, and I get it. They're kind of they scream. They have I don't know how many guys really want to wear this, whatever, but they were so cheap. I'm gonna take the sticker off. They were so cheap that I'm like, I'll just list them on eBay and cross list them. This is the second one I've sold. Yeah, so I tripled my money on this. So it didn't sell at Whatnot. No problem. I'm not going to give it away. I'll list it online and just watch them slowly sell. My new summer hat. You know who else wears that hat? Kayway. Kayway wears it. Yeah, I haven't tried that hat on. Let me tell you. I like this hat. So this hat I really like. This Bad Birdie hat. My hair always looks goofy right there. This Bad Birdie hat I love this hat. And the good news is I have my own inventory. So if one goes bad, I have more. I kept a couple of them. So yeah, I love this hat. I haven't tried on the good. All right. So this didn't sell on my Whatnot shows. So it sold up for $18 over on Poshmark. I'm gonna keep using these mailers, and also I'm happy to keep selling stuff on Poshmark so they don't tell me I'm not selling stuff when I try to order packing material. Because again, if you're just now joining, I've heard that's going around. Do you ever remove items from your inventory that just don't sell? No. What I'll do, and I showed kind of the other day. What I do, we're gonna go on over. What I kind of do, if I'll just spend some time at night. Let's see, Nifty. So I'll go to my inventory. I'll go down on my inventory and go to page like 40. And these are items that I've had for a long time. You can tell I've already gone through here and deducted some of these. Yeah, so you can see my old wood hardwood floor. You can just go in here. I dropped that by $100 and change the price on these things. So I just changed all these down. Oh, like $11 for that hoodie. So that's kind of what I've been doing. How do I go back? There we go. We'll go back a couple pages. Let's see about this page right here. Like this one, look, I dropped this one. Oh, that picture is awful. We went through that the other day. Let's go back even more. So I'll just go through my Nifty and correct the price. So like, what's this? This untuck it. Let's drop this to 15. I'm going to go in there. I don't want to do that. No. How do I do edit item? Okay, so I can edit the item, come in here, and just drop it to 15. And then I'll just list it again. Mercari's going to ask for their stupid thing. And I'll just list it again. Package dimensions. Where's Mercari? I just did it. What else do you want? Package. Oh, package dimensions. It says optional. Now it wants it. Okay. That's weird. So I'll come in here and just update the item like that. So that's kind of what I do to drop the prices on my item. I don't just delist them. I'll just come in and drop prices like that. I think that's kind of just the way I do it. Wayne's showing he lost a lot of weight. Good. Yeah, his goal, I know he's trying to get under like 200. And I tell you what, I love giving him shit. Like, I love giving him shit. That's one of my favorite hobbies. And I'm like, dude, you're not going to keep eating like bird. And he's been eating like a bird. He's been eating those small calorie filler up meals that are, so hats off to him. Hats off to Kway for doing it. Losing those pounds and sticking with it. He's been doing it for over a month now. I think after over a month, I think it's a lot easier to continue a habit after a month. J. Crew, flannel, really nice flannel. This is like a buffalo plaid. I knew it being J. Crew, not the outlet, and being buffalo plaid, there's a good chance of me selling that. Again, a lot of people will just skip over mall brands. This one sold for $22. So $22 for a J. Crew shirt. By a show of hands, how many people would have skipped over that? Yeah, all of you. But not you? Okay, but not you? Kway? Okay. Of course not. You never make a mistake. I'm just doing teacher stuff over here. I'm going to get that out of there. 22 on that. Then some Lily P. Yeah. Lily P. Here's a pair. I bought all these yesterday, $5 a piece. I think I bought like 18. $5 a piece. Lily Pulitzer, just listed them. Sold that pair for $29. $29 for this pair. Lily Pulitzer shorts. And then someone came in with a bundle on Poshmark and was trying to knock me down. I'm like, I just listed these and you know it. So I am taking $5 off of 3 pairs. And that might sound cheap, but that's what I'm doing. And guess what? They bought them. So 3 pair Lily Pulitzer, and they bought them. That's right. I wasn't going down. I knew you would buy them. We'll put these in one of the larger poly mailers. Dude, I love J. Crew. 30% of my sales are J. Crew. Hey, let's go. Sells a lot better than most would expect. I agree. Now, everybody, not all J. Crew, but you get the right J. Crew, you'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. J. Crew does well. I can't believe you found all those in one store. I mean, look at me with women's clothing. I just, know what I'm doing. Honest truth. I'm not kidding. This is before social media days. Okay. One time And it was like in Indy, like in a bad, sketchy part of Indy. I went into Goodwill, and the racks were littered with Lily Pulitzer. Every top dress rack, shorts rack, pants rack, littered with colorful Lily Pulitzer. I swear to you, I bought probably 100 items. And most of them were new tags or cut tags. So obviously someone donated them. That would have been the best Whatnot show ever. That would have been such a good Whatnot show. That was our 10-year anniversary. I listed them all on eBay at auction. The day we left, we went to Costa Rica, and I'll never forget, while I was in Costa Rica, I was sitting there then watching people bid on my Lily Pulitzer. So stupid of me. Whatever. But that's my Lily Pulitzer story. And those are those days you dream of. I dream about those finds. How do you store suit jackets? How do you store suit jackets until they sell? Good question. So I just hang them. So I'll put them on a hanger, and I put them in a closet. We have an extra closet, and that closet is all suit jackets and blazers. I think about my pre-social media finds. I know, right? Just think if we could just have those on video. Gosh, idiot. But you know what? You know, we all feel the same way. Like walking in there and seeing those everywhere, I probably wouldn't have even got my phone out and been like, look at all of this Lily. There's one. I'm like grabbing them in my cart, watching for people coming in the door. Like, I better get the stuff closest to the door. So if someone comes in, they don't see any of it. Then I'll go back and get the stuff in the back, and then I'll get the dresses. I had 2 carts full of it. Crazy, right? I lost the thrill of thrifting since the stores near me are mostly junk and too high prices. Dang, Tiffany, I'm sorry about that. Yeah, I still have the thrill. Like, I have to thrift every day. Like, you know, at least I don't drink or do drugs, but I have to thrift every day. Now, this is what I'll say right here. I know we all have different lives, right? But tuition travels. So next week, she's going on an overnight. And she's like Bearded and I. We don't book our hotel until wherever we are. So if we're in Illinois, if we're in Elgin, when Goodwill closes, we'll find a hotel room in Elgin. But it's like a work trip. So I live 3 hours away from Chicago. I'll tell my family, hey, I'm going to wake up super early. I'll be back the next night super late. It's a work trip. I'll be gone for 2 days thrifting in a city that's 3 hours away. Do the same thing in Cincinnati and Dayton, 2 hours away from me, 3 hours away Chicago, 2 hours away from me there. I could go to Louisville. I could go to St. Louis. I could go up to Michigan. So I'll do work trips. And it's just what we do. I put my hotel rooms. I just did my taxes. I put those in there. Work expense. But yeah, I mean, sometimes you have to do it. I mean, even people move. Like if you can, people move to, like, I know I would probably move to Florida if I could. If this is what I wanted to do for the rest of my life. But if you lost the thrill of thrifting in general, then it's okay. It's just not for you. I love teaching my students, but after a while, I was kind of over it. I want to do something different. I do a sporadic binge trip to keep the exciting. There you go. Yeah, so do maybe a binge trip. Keep it exciting. Whenever I go to the bins, I always leave my heart pumping like, that's how I leave those stores or those places. But that's it, guys. I'm going to take all this stuff to the post office. Hope you guys have a great day. I know if you live in the Midwest right now, the weather's beautiful. So enjoy the day. Sorry, I'm middle of the day if you guys are watching this later. Have a great day. If you do want to watch a Whatnot, you don't have to come and buy anything. You just come, watch, hang out. Sunday night, 7 p.m., I'm doing a big, like, 300-item show, if Shelby can keep up, of golf clothing. So that's where I'll be. It always pays for itself. Trips are always worth it. I agree. And you know what? It's also like a refreshing time. And again, like I was saying too, we all have different lives. You know, I have little ones at home. So it puts a little bit more on my wife to have to be home with the little ones. But I have neighbors take them to school. Like, we work it out. It's a thrift trip. I mean, it's a work trip for us, right? So it's part of it. That's it, everybody. I'll see you guys. If not, I'll see you guys next week. I don't know if it'll be Monday because might be packing my Whatnot. I don't know. But I'll see you guys later. Have a great weekend. Thanks for stopping by.